All right. Well, as I live and breathe, the Brett Allan Show is talking to Cesar Millan. This is so exciting. He is a dog behaviorist and co-founder of Halo Collar. This year marks 20 consecutive years on TV. A brand new season of Cesar Millan, Better Human, Better Dog is currently airing on National Geographic and Disney Plus. Such an honor to chat with you. Thank you for your time. It's great to meet you and hang out for a little bit today. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you very much. Thank you.
Yes, well, when I posted on social media that we would be speaking to you, all of my fellow dog owner friends were thrilled because they were like, my animal is such a better animal and dog because of your work and just your encouragement. I've been watching you on television for years, and so I'm so excited. Let's talk about Halo Collar, a product that you co-founded. This is a big deal. Can you explain it to us, please? You will do a much better job than I will describing it. But what it does, I feel, is very cool and effective and will help dog owners far and wide for sure.
You know what is very important for dog people is their dogs are safe, right? Because that makes them feel peaceful and that makes them practice love a lot better, right? So safe, peace, love. You want when your dog is at home, you want the dog to feel safe. When you have a relationship with a dog, you want to establish trust, respect, love, right? So and how do you achieve that? Through connection, communication, relationship. So because, like you said, 20 years on TV, what I learned is the human takes a long time to understand how to be natural, simple, profound, right? So I needed to develop something that can help people to stay or to accelerate this connection, communication, relationship based on rules, boundaries, limitations, because that's what the dog needs for them not to get in trouble, right?
Yeah.
Walking a dog is something that you have to do, but rules, boundaries, limitation is something that Halo can help you with. So you can do follow, play, explore. Like you want to go to the beach. Don't worry about it. We can accomplish that. I want to go to Yellowstone. Don't worry about it. We can accomplish that. I want to leave home and I don't want my dog to get in the trash. I don't want my dog to bark at the neighbor. I don't want my dog to go onto a specific couch unless I am there, right? To prevent destructive behavior or a dog becoming territorial about things, blah, blah, blah. So we created a tool that is actually like a pack member, because when I bring a dog into my pack, my dogs in the pack teaches the new dog what not to do, right? So the
That is
Halo
very
collar,
cool. Yeah.
so the Halo collar is like this pack member, that we managed to do it through technology, which is pretty cool for a guy that comes from the era that I'm from, right? I'm from the era of hands-on. And then technology comes and says, hey, technology can help you achieve it, right? And so meeting guys like the Ehrman brothers and myself, we put Mother Nature to take care of technology, or technology take care of Mother Nature. And so then the outcome is your dog is going to be safe, and your dog as you're going to be able to trust, right? Because the dog is respectful of rules. That's what makes you a good citizen. When you're follow the rules, boundary limitations, that's you're a good citizen.
Yeah, I love that. So, interestingly enough, it should be known that this does not harm the animal at all, but it does help them learn how to be a good animal. And I love what you said. So, I'm interested to know, like, how did the conversation start with this idea? Because, as you mentioned, 20 years plus on television, and I think it's still probably true, hands on is good, but like, why not take advantage of technology? I mean, we have cell phones, we have AI, technology to do everything else. Why can we not use it to help train our animals, to follow the rules and to build that trust and relationship that you mentioned?
Yeah, well, we build in smart houses, right? So we now building a smart collars, right?
Yeah.
And so because we're going into that world of like the intellectual world can help things that are, instinctual, but you can't be there. You're not there. So how do you make sure that you provide like the old-fashioned way where your grandma and your mom was there? So it's a human there telling the dog what to do, right? But now it's like the dog spends a lot of time by himself, the human goes away. So who's going to remind that mind to maintain rules, boundaries, limitations? So that is why, right? The human is a lot more away from home and then comes back. The dog is by himself. And so it's that kind of civilization or evolution is becoming more and more real. So we have to make sure we also adapt, and we help the next generation human to have safe, peace, love, to have trust, respect, love. The way I did it, but I did it with hands-on. Somebody have to be there. Nowadays, you have to be able to achieve the same without people being there. And that's technology.
I love it. So when you first started thinking about this idea, having been doing this for so long and doing it the way that you did, was there any challenges for yourself personally, with the idea of technology? Or I think people that follow you and are huge fans like myself would find that interesting, adapting to change and doing things a different way, a similar way, but different, obviously, with technology to your point.
Well, the brothers came, and the big reason why they wanted to invent something in the first place is because their niece's dog ran away and got killed.
Oh,
So
wow.
obviously they saw the devastation in the family there, and so how can they prevent it? And then of course, well, we can invent a technology, but how do we teach it to the dog? And that's when they come to me, right? And so how do we bring technology and tell the dog that is for safety purposes? You need somebody like me, right? So that's the beautiful combination. So yeah, if a dog absorbs it this way, he's going to interpret it this way and this. Oh, we didn't know that. Yeah, don't worry about it. I teach that part. You make sure the technology does this. So I give him direction, right, of how the dog can receive it so it feels natural. Because remember, the first technology was a leash.
Yes.
A leash is unnatural, but that was the first technology that a human invented. Now your job is to make sure that the dog feels that tool is a natural thing to follow somebody. Because that's what the leash is for, to follow somebody. Right? And then the dog goes, oh yeah, that thing, it makes me feel wanted to follow this human. All right, this thing is good. So I wanted to make sure that the first technology leash equals the technology now, which is the halo collar. Is to be honorable, respectful, loving, and smart.
I'm very excited. I know a lot of dog owners who will be over the moon to be able to purchase this when it becomes available at the end of the month. I'm interested to know um, just some questions that have been submitted. When somebody decides that they want to get a pet, a dog for the first time, what are some common mistakes that dog owners make? I know not to focus on negative, but during 2020-ish and so everybody got a dog because they were home alone and needed the companionship. And there was just a lot of those dogs now that have been sheltered and up for adoption, specifically here in Colorado. Dog adoption is huge, but if somebody's adopting or getting a dog for the first time, what are some common mistakes these are that dog owners aren't aware of, to maybe some pitfalls to avoid? Obviously, getting the halo collar would be one thing for sure to
Yeah.
consider.
Yeah, but even before you get the halo color, you need the same knowledge, right? Because like you say, before COVID, people say, I want a dog. But what they used to also say, I don't have time.
Yeah,
Through a COVID, time became available and said, well, it's time to get a dog. But then COVID passed, and then a lot of dogs went back to the shelter,
yeah.
right? Why did this happen? They said they didn't have time. No, what they didn't have was knowledge. So the common mistake that people make is they don't get the education necessary in order for them to say which dog is compatible to me. Because we all come with a certain energy, low, medium, high. So if you get a dog that is naturally higher than you, that dog is going to overpower you right away. Right? So energetically speaking, that dog will become your pack leader. Second problem that people have is not understanding that dogs do have their own psychology and that you must respect nose, eyes, ears. Because what makes a dog is the nose. You human are ears, eyes, nose, or eyes, ears, and then nose. So your psychology or your learning will be different than the dog, right? So not understanding energy, second, humanizing a dog right from the beginning, and then not understanding what you have to master first, and the activities is the walk. right? And so what does people do now? Oh, let's get a harness, and the dog goes in front of the human. So now the dog is in a harness in front of the human leading the dog. So you see a lot of people walking dogs with a harness on. So energy, philosophy, actions. So if you don't understand those three things, you're more likely not to be the most ideal human being for that dog.
And dogs are smart and they will pick up on that very quick. Especially if they feel that their dog is aggressive, but maybe the human is not connecting well with the dog and understanding those things. Well, this is all very fascinating. So, as I mentioned at the beginning of our wonderful conversation, 20 plus years on television, that is incredible. How does that feel to have accomplished that goal and the response and impact that you've had on the world, literally, with your television, your classes, all the ways that people can connect with you and become a better pet and dog owner?
It's a beautiful question because I finally are slowing down so I can feel and see what I achieve. Because as a working dog or as a driven person, you just go into the mission, right? And a lot of times you yourself are not enjoying and see what happened. But now I'm saying, wow, I've been working for a long time.
You have.
No wonder I'm tired. And then you see, wow, all these people trust me, respect, love. I raised two kids. I learned a second language. Now I have a halo color. I've been on TV for 20 years. You start seeing, like the things that you have accomplished. But if you would ask me this 3 years ago, I would not know how to answer because I still was on the go, 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 go. But right now, I'm actually enjoying, the dedication, the sacrifice, the time, all the hard work that is required, the passion and the creativity, and I'm very happy because I'm a good role model to my kids.
That's the most important thing, I think. As a dad, I just turned 50. I have a 10-year-old. Like for me, I think every parent wants that, I would hope, to set that standard for their kid, and look at what they do and go, wow, that's very cool. Very, very, it's just this huge honor to talk to you. This is a wonderful opportunity. One last question. Dogs communicate, they do things. I have a friend who has a golden doodle or labradoodle, I think. They're very hyperactive dogs. They've done training. But when a dog grabs a toy and bangs it against the floor consistently, is that a sign of, like, if the owner is not necessarily paying attention to the animal at that point, that they're looking for attention? Is that a course correction behavior? Because this dog, anytime anybody comes around, it immediately goes and grabs a toy and starts banging it on the floor. It's funny,
Like
but
like that.
I don't know if we should be laughing, I guess is my question.
But the expression is a little too intense, right? So it's the dog is expressing himself. Okay, I'm happy. I like to retrieve, but then I get so excited that I become a little bit aggressive, right? Because it's like a really intense way of expression. You can help them lower it where they just carry it. They just keep them in the middle. They don't have to go pop, pop. They don't have to go so excited. So you can control. Excitement has levels. As a father, low, medium, high,
Yes.
right? And so then you say, well, when people come, don't be so high. Just be low or be medium. They don't have a problem, right? They don't have a problem express. They just want to express. They just need to know is it low, medium, or high. That's it, right? They can still carry their toy. They just don't have to do their banging. So that banging happens when there's a high level of expression. If it's medium, you're going to see this. If it's low, you're going to sit down and hold the toy. Low, medium, high.
I couldn't say it any better. Great lessons for life. Mr. Millan, this has been an honor. Again, please watch, better better human, better dog on National Geographic, Disney Plus, and of course, look out for the Halo collar launching soon. Thank you for your time. This has been a fun conversation. You are the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.